So I'm out for the... It's all right, come on. So I'm out for a walk with the dogs. And Ted's doing a little bit of social media, sniffing every blade of everything so that he can see who's been here. So he's doing a bit of scrolling. Come on in. Come on, Ted. Go on, Elsie. Elsie, come. I'm walking really slowly. A couple of reasons. My back is so bad, guys. Again, it's really bad. And also Teddy can't walk that fast either, so I've got the old pram to help me and to put him in if he needs to. Come on then, that's enough. Enough social media for a while. Let's get walking. Just thought I'd show you this outside of our little community hub here. They've got like a little nursery and the kids have done crafts on the trees. Aren't they cute? Little bugs and everything. Right, so I'm back from the walk. Killed me because of my back, but you know, I'm determined to do a little something every day. I've got to try my hardest to stay mobile. So I did just do our sort of like normal sort of around the block thing that I do when I do the walk. And that, to be fair, is far enough for Ted. Teddy, go and have a drink. I know you've already had one, but go and have another one because you're panting. Mind you, they're both being groomed tomorrow. Both going to the groomers tomorrow. He needs it. He's like a great big grizzly bear. It's so thick, his fur, or his hair, I should say. Because he has to be like hand cut, don't you? Yeah. That's the thing with like Pomeranians, otherwise their hair can stop growing, so they have to be, you can't like shave them or anything. And Elsie doesn't need any sort of cutting, but she does go to have a bath and have her claws done, you know, her nails done. If their anal glands need doing, she does all of that for us. I mean, our vets, we could go to the vets and have that done, but whilst we're at the groomers and she's happy to do it, we just do it. So that's tomorrow, but I'm back now and I'm going to have a coffee. Oh, I've got so much to do. You know, when you've been away and we've just had so much kind of stuff delivered. Wow. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Because we've just had the new bathroom put in and we've waited a long time. Oh, my arm's aching. Let me rest you. Sort of this way around. That's all right. Oh, I thought Luke made me a coffee. He's made me a lemon and ginger tea. Yeah, it was lovely. It's so refreshing though. Yeah, as I was saying, because of the bathroom, we've had the bathroom done now. Now the bathroom, we've wanted to do it ever since we moved in here, which was about 12 years ago, I'd say. But there was other things that we needed to do first, like we needed to do the kitchen, and then because we did the kitchen, we reconfigured downstairs, because this all used to be open plan, but not the kitchen. It was like the lounge diner, all completely open plan with patio doors to the garden. And we lived with that for a little while. And the kitchen was very, very small. It's like a galley kitchen. And it had a back door, obviously going out onto like a patio area. And so we thought, well, we're going to have a new kitchen. We'll reconfigure everything. So we had the doorway into the kitchen blocked up. We had this wall built to make this a separate snug lounge. I call it snug because it's small. Although I say lounge because it's habit. And then we knocked down the wall between the kitchen and the dining room. We put on a small extension with a glass roof, so it brought lots of light in. and put French doors in, had all the new kitchen fitted. So we like had saved for that and had that done. And then I suppose that was the biggest job, I suppose. And then we had to, honestly, to get trees not fouled, but what do you call it, sort of trimmed back sort of thing. We've got a great big tree in the back of our garden. It's huge, but I do love it because all the birds come there and they all roost there and they nest there, and it's lovely. So that was about £1,000 to get that done. And then new fencing. Obviously, we've got dogs. I look after dogs. I have to have it. Secure fencing. So all of that's been done. What else have we done? We've had things like, obviously, just like cosmetic things like new blinds, and we've had all new flooring done downstairs completely. When we moved in, we did put down laminate and stuff like that, and we put down new carpet in this bit. And then over time, just having dogs, it wasn't practical. So we got people in to do that, what do they call this stuff? I can't remember what it's called, but it's waterproof anyway. It looks like a laminate, but it isn't, and it's not lino. It's called something else. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But if there's any accidents, if a dog does a wee, or if I spill anything, it will not get under anything and warp the floorboards or warp the laminate. So that was quite a lot of money to get all that done. So we've had that done in here, the kitchen, dining room and the hallway. So that was quite expensive. And then the next big thing we did, obviously, was the bathroom. So in between having all this done, we had like a separate little account for saving for the bathroom. So over the years, we've been putting little bits, and obviously little bits into the savings account we've got for like new blinds, savings account we got for like the new kitchen, those little sort of different ones. And so we've been doing that over the years. And then finally we thought we had enough to go and get some quotes, go and look at bathrooms, and that's where we are now. So it's done. So we chose our bathroom. We got a brilliant bathroom guy, plumber. So the company, we got the bathroom suite from and everything, and we ordered everything and paid a deposit, and then the guy that was helping us said, I said, do you use your own fitters or do you use outside fitters? He said, we do both. And I said, who would you recommend? And he said, well, I'm not really allowed to say, but there's 4 externals that I would recommend. I can give you their cards if you like. But whilst we're talking about it, my favourite colour is black, he said, indicating that there was 1 black card in that pile of 4. So I was like, okay. So we came back and we contacted him, and it all kind of went from there, really. And so he came out and double checked all the measurements and everything. And he said, what he said was, so what I'm going to do, now I know exactly what you want, all the measurements and everything. He said, I will cancel your order with the shop. You will get your refund. Then I will order it myself because he will get a discount by ordering it. So that made it a bit cheaper. So it's so nice, really. So he did that. And then, yeah, we just sort of finalised things. We had a few meetings where we were choosing tiles. Then the tiles that we chose weren't available anymore. They'd been discontinued. So we had to choose a different tile. And then the little colour tile I wanted. And getting the measurements precise. Then choosing the flooring. And that's taken... So we started the ball rolling for this in the beginning of the summer. And he was busy right up until October. So it's taken that long, but it gave us more time to sort of put money away. So we knew when they came out, they said it'd take 2 weeks to do, because it was a complete refurb. It was completely knock the bathroom back. You know, take everything out, take all the tiles out, literally strip the bathroom completely. The things that we wanted, like electrics, had to be run in different places. I wanted the switch on the outside of the door, not an old-fashioned pulley switch in the bathroom. So loads of different things, like the taps that I wanted, the taps in the bathroom I wanted, the type of shower I wanted, the screen I wanted. And I say I mean we, me and Chris, but so all of that was all done. And then once all that was done, I asked if they'd be able to paint the wall that hasn't been tiled. Well, it has been tiled at the bottom, but not the top. Because I just wanted something where if I ever wanted to change anything up in that bathroom, I could change the colour of the paint. Because if it was all completely tiled, I think I would get on my nerves after a while. But this way, over the years, if I fancy changing it, we can just paint the wall a different colour and then sort of get the soft furnishings like towels and stuff to match, and it looks like a different bathroom almost again. Anyway, so we've done all of that. So the other thing is we had, originally in our bathroom, we had the loft hatch, which was ridiculous. You couldn't get up there. There was not enough room. As you know, it's a small bathroom anyway. And there's no way you could have got a ladder or anything with the way the bathroom furniture was and everything. So we asked them if they would put a new loft hatch on the landing, and it's lovely. It's so big, it's great. It's a really nice big one, and a loft ladder, a wooden one with the flat treads, because Chris only likes the flat treads. So they did all of that for us, and then they put up, so then they obviously took out all the other, the old loft hatch in the bathroom and did a new ceiling with spotlights. So it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And in case you haven't seen anything that I've posted already, I'll post it again. But yeah, because we've been putting money into it for years basically, and it took a while because of what we wanted. We wanted kind of the best we could afford, and I think that is, you know, we could have just done our bathroom ourselves and just given it a new bath panel or something and changed taps. But if I feel that if I'm going to buy a new frying pan, I'm going to buy the very best I can, because it lasts so much longer and you get a really good quality one, whereas you buy a cheaper one, you're replacing it all the time. You know, just that sort of idea sort of thing. So yeah, it's taken a long time, and of course things have gone up, but we finally did get there. So we went away when the work was being done, went away for 2 weeks, and we booked into a cottage in Cornwall for the first week, which was fabulous. Absolutely beautiful, this cottage, so gorgeous. And that was in St Mirren in Padstow in Cornwall. Absolutely gorgeous. And the standard in that cottage was beautiful. I mean, they've certainly put money into that place. Things like the mattresses were all John Lewis. Pictures on the wall, I looked a couple of them up because I really liked them, and they weren't cheap pictures like you'd expect, possibly with like a holiday let, but everything was beautiful. All the crockery was Marks and Spencer's, and there was so much of it as well. Everything was just absolutely gorgeous. And then for the second week, if we could have got 2 weeks there, we would have done, but it was let for the second week, obviously for half term. So we moved down to Somerset to watch it in Somerset. We went to a Avon site. The caravan was nice. We actually went for like a superior gold one, but that took dogs. It did not have a patch on the cottage at all. The view was beautiful because we had a sea view. That was lovely. So you may have seen that as well. So that was gorgeous. But things like, for the amount of people that was meant to sleep, you right, Luke? Yep. For the amount of people that was supposed to sleep, there was like, well, 6 cups. So it was like 1 cup each. So you were always having to use a cup and wash a cup. Like, not enough of anything really, to be honest. Very basic with the way of a frying pan. The oven, it worked, but when you put the tray in, it tilted backwards. It wasn't great, and you know, it costs exactly the same as the cottage, so I don't really get it. Anyway, so we were away for 2 weeks. As you know, I feed the foxes. They come to the garden path, bring their babies and everything. And anyway, so I said to the builders, I was worried about the foxes not eating, so I left food for the foxes, and they made sure they were fed every night, which is brilliant. Also left the builders things like biscuits, tea, coffee, cold drinks, fruit. Left sort of help us out to that. They were really, really good, and we've actually made really good friends with the owner now, and he's invited us to a Christmas party this year, so that's all going to be nice. I keep getting off the beaten track. So, going back to putting money into the account for the bathroom, we actually had some money over, which meant we could go and buy all new towels, all new flannels, new bin, new storage boxes, all the things like that that you want for your bathroom, new bath mats. So that's what I've done. We haven't bought the most expensive, but we certainly haven't bought the cheapest either. Like I said, it's about buying the best you can afford. So the towels I know are all Egyptian cotton, I'm pretty sure. And I got hand towels, 3 hand towels, 3 extra large bath sheets, and flannels in 1 colour, and then the same again in another colour. Still got this cold thing. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate video. I'll do a haul on what I got, all the bathroom stuff, and a few extra bits we got in Dunelm. So I'll do a separate haul on that and show you that, say in a separate video. Chris has taken the car to Autoglass, because whilst we were away, we had a stone get thrown up by a lorry. It hit the windscreen and it's sort of cracking the windscreen. So we tried to sort of get it done while we were there, but the nearest one to us was in Exeter. But they said it would be fine because it won't shatter. The screen won't shatter because it's a new car, it won't shatter. So they booked us in for today, so he's gone over to do that today. As you know, I've just done a little walk with the dogs. Oh, and I said earlier in the video that I was gonna, I need to make contact with the hospital, the spinal surgeon. I've done that. Well, I didn't get to speak to anybody. It always goes to a flipping answer machine, doesn't it, with the secretaries. But I have left another message saying that I need to be picked up again by the spinal surgeon, because it was only on hold because during a couple of the MRIs that I had for my spine, they picked up that I had those ovarian cysts, and so they couldn't continue with the spine surgery until that had all been dealt with. And then you know how long I was waiting for that. So anyway, that's, as you know, is all done. So I thought, all right, I need to let them know. I just need to get this done because the pain is horrific, and I find it so hard to weight bear on like my left leg. So yeah, I've contacted them again. Whilst I was out on my little walk, I met one of the neighbours I've never seen before, and we were just sort of chatting because she was walking to the co-op and I was walking that way to go around the block. And she said, oh, do you live on this road then? And I said, yes, told her where. And she lives on this road, told me where. And she said, oh, I don't think I put a card through your door. She said, but I've been putting cards through doors. She said, seeing if anyone wants a cleaner. And I said, well, funny you should say that. I said, I've been thinking about having a little bit of help because obviously where my back is so bad, a lot of things, I used to be able to whiz through things, but I can't now, just can't, I can't. It takes me forever to do anything. And then I rest in between and I get half a job done and then I get all miserable because normally I could just do the whole of downstairs and, you know, get that done like in an hour, really. In fact, I always used to do top to bottom, you know, but that's taken a big toll on me now. And of course, Chris as well. So I did say to her, do you know what, I've been thinking about it. So she said, oh, I'll pop a card through your door. So she's done that. And her name, the card, her name is Sparkle Clean, which kind of appealed to me straight away, obviously. You know, with me being Lesleyanne Sparkle Clean, it goes hand in hand, right? So she charges £15 for an hour, £25 for 2 hours. And I think what I might do is I might go with the 1 hour a week. But she said, let me know and we come to some arrangement. So I might just do 1 hour a week, certainly to start with, just for her to take care of downstairs. Because upstairs we can deal with. Because Luke does his own bedroom. I think because the bathroom's new, I want to be doing that. And that won't take a lot of cleaning anyway. Chris and I can just pop the hoover around our bedroom and just quickly dust it and dust the landing down and the stairs. So I think, I mean, maybe I might even get her actually just to do the stairs down. And like, you know, the woodwork and everything. So coming down the stairs. And give the place a quick dust, hoover the sofas, and to just sweep and wash the floors for me. And I think she'd probably do that in an hour. I know when I was fit and healthy, I could have done that. So, you know, I'll see, you know. She can then do what she can do in an hour, but I'll definitely give it a trial anyway. So I'm waiting for Chris to come back to talk to him. So I don't know what, I'm thinking more like maybe on a Friday. Because then you're free for the whole weekend. Do you know what I mean? What have you had, Luke? What do you have?
What?
To eat?
Peanut butter sandwich.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's not like it.
Yeah, I know. It's fancy it. I had it the other day as well. That bread's quite nice.
It's light.
From the shop.
There was I do need potatoes.
Potatoes, yeah.
Just a bag of potatoes.
Big potatoes, new potatoes.
No, like a big bag of potatoes.
Like jack potato size.
Yeah, any doesn't matter what, but like a 2 kilogram.
2 kilograms.
Something like that. Do I need anything else?
That's skip.
No, they're taking in metal from next door. Or maybe it's the boat, is it?
Yeah, I think the boat's gone.
Alright. Ted, there was something and I can't remember what it is.
You might just take a bag.
No, I can't think of anything else actually. No, that's it, love.
Okay.
Okay. What are you getting anyway? Okay. Oh, bless Luke. Gonna pick me up some spuds. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to end the video here. I've got to crack on and get that haul done because I've got stuff literally dumped everywhere outside in the dining room. So we had, whilst we were away, I saw some really good prices online for like Christmas trees. And we really needed a new Christmas tree for in here. So the one that we used in here, I'm going to put in the dining room. Because the one we had in the dining room, we've got rid of now because it was falling to pieces. The one that was white with it all lit up, but it was like, it got wrecked in the garage really. So that's gone. So the one that we have in here, I'm going to put in the dining room. Ted! Elsie? There's the metal man outside there, picking up scraps of metal from next door, and next door but one. So yeah, and then I got a new Christmas tree for in here, and then I got a tiny, because they were such good prices, tiny little, wow, 3-foot trees, one for Luke's room, one for our bedroom, one for Luke's bedroom, and one for the hallway, one for the porch. I just haven't opened them. I think Chris might have done, but I haven't looked yet. What else did we get while we were away that I ordered? Oh, I went on to QVC and placed a couple of orders on QVC as well. Yesterday we also went to B&M. When we went to Dunelm, we did B&M. So I might do the B&M one as another video because otherwise it's going to go on probably too long, I suppose. Anyway, a bit like this one, I waffle and I'm waffling and I'm waffling. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to end the video here because Ted, you need to be quiet. Finish up my drink and crack on. So I hope you've enjoyed me waffling on. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me if you would subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.
life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. Silence the noise away from the program, removing performance, true self.